All right, hello everyone. Welcome to this Sunday bonus stream. So yeah, I'm going to be working on some fun stuff today. Again, we're in content development mode for Gunforged, which means that, yeah, only going to be really working on content from now on all these streams. So as you can probably tell by the title, I have been working on a frog gun. So the necromancer gun, which summons skeletons, got me thinking, well, I could do other like entity-based guns, but again, I want every bullet, or not every bullet, but I want everything related to the guns to feel as unique as possible, to have a bunch of bullets that just have the same behaviors, is not good. So the frogs are unique in that they leap, they hop, and so they will hop and stand still for a little bit and then hop again and then hop again. So, but they're not pathfinding like the skeletons, so they don't seek out enemies. They just hop, and they have these weird stops and everything. You'll see it, I'll show you. But anyway, before we get into all that, oh my gosh, my camera's going again. No. Okay, hold on. I don't know what's going on with this, but we'll figure it out. All right, one more second. Okay, let's see. Hopefully we're done with camera issues. Okay. All right, well, we'll see how that goes. Oh my gosh. Wonderful start to the stream. Anyway, before we get into all the content that I want to develop, oh, there it goes again. Do I have to go camera off for this? Why is this happening? Okay, well. Anyway, before I get into it, all the ways that you can support me are linked in the description below. So definitely pick up one of my Udemy courses if you would like to learn how to build a complete game in the Godot engine. That's a great way to financially support me as well. That's how I'm making most of my money right now. I'm a full-time indie dev, but hopefully that will change with Gunforged, which you can also wishlist. The link for that is in the description below. And yeah, just check the description. Everything is there. All right, let's get right into this. So let me show you what I've got for the frog gun real quick. By the way, hello, Momo. Welcome back. Hello, Emerson. Good morning to you as well. When I read the title, I thought the frogs would eat the bullets. Oh, no. So check this out. Frogs. So the way that they work is they can still be affected by like the wander travel definition and everything. And they're still affected by like the bullet spread modifier. So, but as you can see, they hop. So they land somewhere and they just stay still for a little bit. So it's a little bit different of a bullet pattern in terms of how they work. But I really like these, and they should be affected by all the normal affixes, so bullet split and all that stuff. So you could definitely get like an army of toads going, army of frogs going with the right build. But I still need to do the art for the gun itself, and I want to do an affix for this as well. So I'm going to work on that next. So the affix that I want to do for this gun is to increase the bullet range by 50%. So this will be the innate affix on the frog, and it will be available just as a normal rune that you can loot. So if you want to extend the range of your gun by a substantial amount, which would be useful for things like ricochet and whatnot, yeah, you'll be able to do that. So you could create just like basically the reason why this affix I think is going to be pretty impactful is that the bullet lifetime is just directly related to the range. So if it can only travel 300 pixels, then after it travels 300 pixels, it's going to die. But if you extend that to 600 or 700 or 800 pixels, well, now your bullets are going to be much longer lived. And that's going to be especially apparent in things like the frog, which don't have a lifetimer. They just disappear after they travel that amount of distance. So having tons of frogs on screen at once would be really fun, I think. So that's what we're going to do. Be like some kind of horde control gun, right? Yeah, I guess you could think of it that way. Yeah, it's mostly just like this gun probably will only be useful if you can spawn as many frogs as you can. This camera is still just not working, is it? Okay. I turned some things down here, so Let's see if that works. Oh, goodness. I'm tired of this camera breaking. I don't know why this is happening, but... oh, well. Anyway, so let's do this affix. Create new resource. Affix resource. What am I going to call it? I'll just call it range, I guess. Very simple. Oh no, my camera is still flickering. Is that bothering anyone else? Hello, Ivan. Welcome to the stream. Great to see you. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Okay, that is really annoying. All right, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about this. Let's see. Oh, this is just not gonna work. Welp. Well, hold on, bear with me. I'm going to try to get this video running. Let's see. I'm the one who thanked you for composition. Oh, I see. Yeah, very nice. I'm glad that video helped you. I thought of this because I remembered the frog from Stardew Valley. But it could be a passive maybe that the frogs can eat the enemy's bullets. There's a frog in Stardew Valley? I must not have played it. As much as I thought I did. Do I remember a frog in Stardew Valley? Alright, is this working? Okay, alright. Well, if the camera starts to go again, maybe I'll just turn off the camera for the stream, because I want to get some work done here. Hello, D-Rose Game Dev. My day is going well. How is your day going? I'm interested to see your idea for a frog gun. Yeah, I've already got the bullets in place, so... You're probably tired of the thanks about composition. No, not at all. I always appreciate seeing people who, or hearing from people who benefited from the tutorials or courses that I put out, so. You can eat enemies in mines. Oh, gotcha. That's what got me into Godot much better. Nice. Yeah. Composition, I like it. I think I'll probably just be sticking with this pattern. I haven't really found that many problems with it, and it solves so many other problems related to like inheritance and whatnot. Okay, so range, display name. Leapfrog. I don't know. We'll call it leapfrog, why not? Icon texture, we'll need to put the texture, yeah. We'll leave it at 10. Feature tags, no. Okay, let's create that range passive now, or the affix rather. So let me just critical chance affix on player pre-fire. Yeah, I want to copy this. Create new file, leapfrog affix. And then we'll do this, occurrences times $50. So we'll do a 50% chance per occurrence. 50% increased bullet range. Okay. And then we can get rid of this. This is just going to be applied always. So return true. Handler arguments dot bullet component dot event dot bullet component, or no, gun stats. Yeah, gun stats dot range. Can I set the range here? I can. I should probably create. Yeah, I should probably create a public float bullet range % modifier. I'm gonna have to change all this. So I have this, well, yeah, I want to call this base range. Do I want to make that change everywhere? Let's see. Yeah, I think I could just call this base range. So base range, and then I can do public int range is equal to int base range times. Do I need to do that? I guess it doesn't need to be an int. I don't think so. Base range times range % modifier. So now in here, thank you for the typo, Blair William. Thank you for pointing out the typo, I should say. So now I can do bullet range % modifier plus equals handler arguments dot affix occurrences times 0.5. So 50% per. Oh, I guess that doesn't need to be parenthesized. Okay, so there's our leapfrog affix. Let me just make sure that this base range now, this needs to be updated. Am I not randomizing the range? Gun part randomizer. Is range not modified in here? Oh, it is. What? Oh, it's modifying at the resource level. I see. Okay. All right, so never mind. Right, because it ran. Okay, so this gun part randomizer, it actually randomizes the stats on the gun part resource itself. And this gun stats object is like a class that contains all of the gun stats, like all calculated together. So at the moment that the player fires, it gathers up all the information to this gun stats class and combines everything. So I've got all the affixes, all of the damages, the speeds, everything. Anything that can be calculated as part of the bullet ends up in this class here. And I can modify that on pre-fire. So before the bullet even gets created, I can modify the gun stats. And that's how I'm controlling how those gun stats change based on which affixes you have. So we've got the bullet range % modifier. Now here's the thing I can't forget to do. Base range equals base range, bullet range % modifier, bullet range % modifier. We've got to make sure to copy that over when we duplicate the gun stats. And that's good. Okay. Cool. So now if I go into my bullet component here, this needs to just use the normal range, which multiplies those together. Okay, cool. So we got the leapfrog affix now. And then what I can do is in my frog parts, frog barrel. Oh, have I? Frog magazine. Let's do 7 bullets per second, maybe 3.75. Do we want to do that? Few? Well, let's turn it at a relatively low, and then the frog receiver can have a pretty high bullets per second modifier there. Damage, yeah, that should be fine. Turn down the range here. Frog magazine, yeah, turn down the range there. And then I can, for these innate affixes here. Oops. Okay, so now my frog should be very long-lived, actually. Have you done any plugins for Godot with UI integration? I have, yeah. I actually have one right here, which is broken because I haven't updated it, but it's a load palette plugin, which allows you to load a pixel art color palette, or any color palette really, into the engine, and it will replace all your color swatches with the palette colors. I can now say I helped in the development of Gunforge. Yes, I will send you a royalty check for 1 cent. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do that. I'm keeping every one of my cents. Okay, so let's take a look. Oops, I'm broken. Why am I broken? Why am I broken? Oh, I called this can't be called leapfrog. This is range affix. I called the resource range and gave it the display name of leapfrog. So, okay, that should be fine now. There were mismatched IDs there. I should not be broken now. Cool. Gun frog left, so I don't have any visuals for the frog gun, but check it out. Boom. So let's see, this range. Oh, it's not working. Okay. That appears to be working to me, though. Like, the frogs are very, very long-lived. So it's a 150% increased range. So, and the base range is 200. So that would be, what, 350? No, it'd be 500. So I think they have a range of 500 now. Is that right? Yeah, 150%, so 1.5 times. Or plus 0.1, yeah. Right. So yeah, these frogs are like hanging out quite a bit. So if you could get a lot of ammo capacity, you could fill the screen with frogs. Yeah, I like it. I like the frogs. Nice, yes. Hello, Dizo. Or Dizoe. Hello, Neozoid. Welcome. Great to see you. What do you think about Balatro game? I think Balatro is great. I played it for several hours. I don't play it much anymore, but when I did play it, it was very entertaining, very fun. Very, very, like, simple game, conceptually speaking, but brilliant at the same time. I think maybe its simplicity is what makes it brilliant. You know, just like taking a simplified version of poker and turning it into a roguelike is just like, yeah, pretty genius. Makes you wish you would have thought of that idea. Object reference not set to an instance of object. Oh, that's, yeah, related to the visuals that I don't have. All right, I guess we'll attempt to draw. Yeah, I guess we'll attempt to draw the gun, the frog gun here. Just make sure that all these changes are sensible. Yeah. That was a very simple affix. Those are my favorite kind of affixes that, I'm actually going to turn down the range a little bit here. Those are my favorite kind of affixes, the ones that are very easy to implement because, but still make a huge impact on the game. Like I could see that range affix being really useful if you're using like ricochet and whatnot, so you can just like fill the screen with bullets. And it like this is the entirety of the affix here, right? So it was very easy to implement, and I think it is going to be a really valuable addition. So, but let's go ahead and draw the gun here. Hello, Keith. Thanks for that candid vid regarding your software engineering to dev switch in the last 5 months. Missing ceremonies yet? No. No, I do not miss my morning meetings and stand-ups and whatnot. I was like, if I had to attend any more of those, I think my eyes would have rolled out of my head. No, I mean, it's fine. I'm being dramatic. I'm being dramatic, but yeah, I'm very much enjoying my time off of that kind of work. In Indonesia, many people play it and they call it Balatro Gila. I don't know what that means, Gila, but... you play PoE 2, right? I'm pretty sure. Excited to see changes in today's live stream. Yeah, I don't know. When is that happening? I don't typically like watch the live streams. I just kind of like go and see the clips afterwards and the highlights and whatnot. But I am looking forward to that. I hope they don't nerf my my minion Necromancer. That would be unacceptable. Okay, open file, assets, gun, template. We're gonna save this into the frog directory. All right, sprite. Oops. Sprite canvas size. 32 by 32. Is that big enough? No. Okay. I don't know what to do with this gun other than try to make it a big frog, so that's what we're gonna do. Wrong bullet. There we go. I'm going to try not to spend too much time on this. I'm basically just going to copy what I already did. Oops. Thing about frogs is it's hard to make them not look like geckos. So I think I need to be a little bit careful here. Okay, we're getting there already. Okay, this is actually the barrel, so I should call this the barrel. We'll leave that alone for now. Not entirely sure if I'm happy with that just yet, but yeah, we're gonna have to maybe play with it a little bit still. Yeah, gonna have to play with it some more. But let's move on to the receiver then. So this is going to need to be a frog body, which also is not the easiest thing in the world to draw. Okay. And the magazine is going to need to be like a frog leg or something. I'll just do it in distinct colors here so I can follow the parts. Because a frog leg has, what is it, like 3 parts? So yeah, so you've got like the thigh piece and then like the little, yeah, like ankle piece, I guess, and then the actual toes here. So that should be fine. That actually looks like a really decent leg. That looks kind of delicious, actually. I could go for some frog legs. I'm just kidding. 4 hours, 30 minutes from now. All right. Well, I will be looking out for that. Gilo, basically like Balatro made crazy user because so addictive. Oh, I see. That is funny. It's like people, thigh, calf, foot, but the foot is huge. Right. You can't eat frogs, you can't. I have eaten frogs at some point. Frog legs, specifically. They were pretty good. They were pretty good, not gonna lie. So I'm not entirely sure how I want to do this, because the thing is that it needs to be compatible with other receivers as well, or other barrels, I mean. So that means like you should have like a frog body, but then you can have other barrels on it. Yeah, so let me think. Let me get rid of these things. I'm gonna make this a different color too, just so I can see it easier. So maybe what would be ideal here is to, well, that shape is fine. Yeah, I'm just thinking about how the barrel is going to be positioned here. Because this looks fine like that. Choose a different color here. That looks fine like that, but if I have other barrels, they're going to just like get slapped right there. So I guess this would be... I am going to just bring this in a little bit here. I might just have to do a weird positioning of this barrel. I'm worried about how this is going to fit onto other guns though, but you know what? I'll just roll with it. I'll see what happens here. This needs to be a little bit more pointed like that. There we go. This actually... Frogs actually have relatively like steep backs. Yeah, I think that shape is better. It's a little bit better anyway. Yeah, it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell, but that's all right. Okay, so magazine. Leave it largely that color. It's too bright. Honestly, that's probably fine. Can also... Do I really not have a better, darker color here? Oh, interesting. Okay, well, we'll just leave it like that. So, let's see. Let's do the receiver now, I suppose. Yeah. So we'll do the receiver. Yeah, shoot. Maybe I'll do a dark body. No, that doesn't look right. I'm gonna add a dark outline here. To hopefully separate that from the body a little bit. Yeah, there we go. And then I can add a highlight on this side. That does not look like a frog when I add those. See, gecko mode. It's so easy to go gecko mode. It's easier to see what's going on with the outline in place. There we go. I'm just trying to see. Nope, I just keep making his face look more flat. I mean, that's acceptable, I suppose. It's acceptable. Okay. I'll just let it be for now. I'll just let it be for now. This, I just don't, you know what? I don't like this green color, but I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do with it. What should I learn to learn pixel art from scratch autodidactically? Do I need to learn the basics of drawing in general first? I actually have a video on this. Well, I guess it's not exactly on what you're asking, but I have a video on how to get good at pixel art with no art skill. And I think there are 5 like very basic but very impactful tips that I followed when I was learning pixel art. But to answer your question more directly, do you need to learn the basics of drawing in general first? I think to some extent, yes. But you can start with pixel art. You don't need to do like traditional 2D pencil drawing or whatever. The main thing to do is just to start with a lot of constraints so that you don't have a whole lot of ways that you can go wrong. So for instance, in my video, what I recommend doing is starting with a 1-bit color palette. So just use black and white as colors, or any 2 colors really. And then also stick to a relatively small canvas size, like 16 by 16 or 32 by 32. And then given those limits and given those 2 colors, just try to draw. Just practice drawing whatever you want to draw. You know, trees or frogs or whatever else. But the limits that you put on yourself by limiting the colors and limiting the canvas size is going to really force you to focus in on how to make the form work well, how to make the shapes work well together. You're not going to be, you know, thinking, well, maybe my art is bad because I didn't choose one of the right, you know, 16 million colors or whatever. You've got 2 colors and you're basically just like locked in that box until you come out with something good. But that's a really great way of accelerating your learning, because then you start to learn the basics of like how individual pixels can entirely change how you perceive the artwork. And then once you get a good feel for that, then you can start moving into like limited color palettes of like 8 colors. And then you can start doing shadows and highlights and seeing how playing with different colors and contrast can create different impressions of the pixel art. And then you just gradually keep like undoing or undoing the constraints that you're putting on yourself, and you keep opening up more and more possibilities. But you start really small and really limited, get good at that first, or decent at that, or comfortable with that, and then work your way into the more complex things like color theory and higher color palette counts and all that. What the bullets? The frog gun shoots frog bullets. Those are really good tips. You can't mess up a 5x5 pixel black and white drawing of a frog. Right. I mean, you can, but there's fewer ways to mess it up. I started your C# course this week. Great course so far. Thank you, Schnitzel. Already did your GD script course, so interesting to see the differences. Awesome. Thank you. I also noticed you go into more technical detail in the C# course, which makes me wonder where your preference is for new projects. In terms of what language I use, I've been using C# primarily. Actually, what I do when I went and made those GD script courses, the Vampire Survivors course, for instance, I actually took a little bit of time working on other projects with GD script to kind of refresh my memory and get back in the habit of writing GD script code, because I usually use C#. So, but because I wanted to produce a GD script course, I actually spent like a week or so just like relearning it myself. So yeah. Just finished my game shop system. Felt great. Then brain damage hits. Anyone else relate? Yeah. You go really hard on implementing something, you know, especially if it's like a multi-day effort, and then at the end you're like, oh, all right, what now? Thank you so much, Snup Bill, for the 20,000 IDR. I feel so rich whenever I get the 20,000. It's like big number. Thank you so much, Snup Bill. That's very much appreciated. With the message yummers, as usual. Thank you for your generosity. Really appreciate that. You're welcome, Dizo, or Dizoe. Good stuff. Both courses are top tier. Thank you. Good morning, Hawk Game Dev. Happy Sunday. We've only got 40 minutes left, and then you cannot say good morning anymore. Oh, you know what? I probably need an arm for this guy too. Ugh, I don't like the way that this is turning out. I mean, if I add an arm, it probably will be a little bit better. So let me try that. I'm just gonna... I don't want him to look like he's got broken fingers. That'll probably be fine. I'll use the same colors as the, let's see, oh. Yeah, I'll move that down. Look at that. That's much nicer. And then, here, I'll do the same thing. I will make that light. Make that somewhat dark. Make this darker, and then... Okay, well, I think that's fine. Oops, let's not do... Are you kidding me? Yeah, let's do that. I have no clue how this is going to look in game. I feel like the magazine should also be back here as a little bit. Also, you know what I might do? I'm going to extend this a little bit. Yes, that looks a little bit nicer. Okay. Cool. I don't know what to do here. Well, that looks kind of good, actually. Yeah, that gives a little bit of an impression of the frog being bonier, which I don't know if you've ever caught a frog, but they're kind of bony. Oh, I did all that on the magazine. Of course I did. All right, well, I don't think there's really anything to do but throw this in the game and see what happens. I think it looks decent. He's kind of cute. I might do the same thing here and just extend this arm just a little bit. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, let's see what it looks like. Boom. All right, time to open up all the frog pieces. Frog barrel, magazine, receiver. Frog barrel. Frog magazine. Frog receiver. All right, let's start with the receiver, I suppose. This looks so disturbing without the it looks so disturbing without the barrel and whatnot in place. Oh, the magazine is going to be interesting as well. Put the magazine there. That's going to be really weird. Also, I want to do this. It's 10 a.m. for me still. Very nice. Get you some coffee. Hello, Khalil. Why did you choose Godot over Unity or Unreal? Well, I think... So, I really only do 2D development. I'm really only interested in 2D development. And so when I initially chose Godot, I wanted something that was easy to use, that was kind of tailored to 2D, and that I could just like feel comfortable with, really. And there's a number of things that made Godot comfortable. I think the node-based design makes a lot of intuitive sense. It's jam-packed with a ton of functionality, but it doesn't feel like Godot is like pigeonholing you into certain ways of doing things. Like there's just a ton of out-of-the-box functionality available for you, but then you can like use or not use those things however you want. And the fact that Godot feels very lightweight and like snappy. The fact that it's open source, that I don't ever have to worry about paying anything to Godot if I like somehow make a game that becomes really successful. I don't have another entity reaching into my pocket wanting to take money away from me. It's like that, all of those things all together make Godot very compelling. And I came from Game Maker Studio, so I was like happy with the experience of Game Maker Studio in the sense that like it being dedicated to 2D games. What I wasn't happy with Game Maker Studio was the lack of like rigid, or like the lack of structure, really, like the lack of proper object-oriented, concepts, the lack of proper data structures, the lack of a proper physics system, like all these things. And Godot had all of those things and had a dedicated, is dedicated to 2D, or is in part dedicated to 2D. So anyway, all of that is to say, Godot just ended up being the most comfortable thing for me to use, and I think it was a good choice. I switched from Unity to Godot because I don't trust Unity as a company since the last few debacles. Yeah, there's that too. I mean, I've never had, I don't have a dog in the fight of Unity or Unreal and how they run their businesses. It's just, like I said, the ability of using Godot without having to worry about like weird licensing stuff, or with Game Maker Studio, you had to purchase the modules to export to certain platforms, which you still kind of have to do for like the closed off platforms with Godot, but you know, the possibility is there that I could just do that stuff myself, you know, if I wanted to. Can't reliably sell games made with Unity. Unreal's amazing, but more suited for larger 3D projects. Yeah. I also changed Unity for Godot for similar reasons. You know, Godot ended up being a good switch for me because I started using Godot back in the 3.0 alpha days. And that positioned me, since I was using it and I continued using it, that positioned me to be like an early, I don't know what you want to say, like an early adopter of Godot. Like I was ahead of the curve on everyone else on like learning the engine. And that kind of positioned me to be able to create the Udemy courses and stuff like that, right? So it ended up being a fortuitous decision. Okay, so let's see. Frog Magazine. Magazine blue. We'll do that. Frog receiver. Instantiate child scene. I'm gonna see if this works. Did I get this right immediately? Oh, I didn't. It needs to be over 1 as well. Oh wait, wrong one. Okay. All right, now frog barrel. So the offset, it's gonna connect like right there, I think. Okay, and then if I put a different barrel on it, like the necromancer barrel, it's just a frog with a necromancer hand. Oh goodness. Okay, I think everything's correct. Front position, I need to go to the frog barrel. Ooh, the front position is actually kind of good. I'll put that there though. Okay. Actually, move it over 1. Sweet. All right, let's see what it looks like. Early voice, yeah. Let's see what this looks like. Let's take a gander here. Gun, frog left, boom. Oh, he's cute. Okay. All right, so there's some weirdness going on here. I forgot to change the hand positions. We'll put one hand right over here and one hand right over there. Goodness, that's just goofy. That's just on his foot is like sticking out. I might move the receiver forward a little bit here, actually. Oops. Move that forward. Change the front position. Oops, I forgot to change the hand position too. Their hopping animation is so cute. Thank you. Yeah, I like it. I like how it's turning out. Okay, well, it looks so weird on my back. Oh, that's funny though. I like it. Oh, they're cute. Look at that. So they're still bullets. They're still coded as bullets under the hood, but I wrote a specific travel definition for them, which if you were on the stream a couple days ago, you kind of have a decent understanding of how the travel definition system works. But basically, travel definition is a way for me to hook into the bullet movement patterns and add as many manipulations of the bullet movement as I want to a single bullet scene and have all of them add together and coalesce. So that means that if I want the bullet to spiral, but also wander, so it's like kind of doing a really lopsided spiral, and if I wanted it to, you know, path find to the nearest enemy, like I could throw all those things together and they'd all combine together and work naturally. And so I just wrote a new travel definition for the frogs, which all it does is it just stops the bullet from moving when they're not in the air, when they're not leaping, and then I'm just manipulating the visual position to make it look like they're hopping. But the bullet is really like just kind of going in a straight line still. I mean, it does change direction a little bit, but yeah. Anyway. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Thank you for reminding me. This needs to be put on the entities layer. So I can choose which layer the bullets end up in as well. And if I put the bullets on the entities layer, then they'll be Y-sorted with the rest of the entities, meaning that they will render as if they're on the floor, hopping around. Which you're not really going to see that much of a difference in this example, but... the frog gun. Oh, that's ridiculous. I already know the build I'm going to make in the game, an army of frogs, that one in one weapon, and an army of skeletons in the other. There you go. There you go. What you could do actually is you can there's an upgrade in the game that lets you customize the weapons that you start with on wave 1 of any level. So you could just start on wave 1 with skeleton and frog guns and just try to hold on to them as long as possible. Go frogs. That's so dumb. I love it. Yeah, me too. Can you animate the frog's gun's head so the mouth opens each time it shoots? Yeah, that's something that I could do. I don't have a system in place to support like animating individual weapon parts during like the weapon fire. So I'd have to add that, and I'm kind of hesitant to do that kind of thing when the game is so close to release, but that would be a very nice touch for sure. Heal 1 health after each wave. Let's do zap. Let's do that. Do I dare? I'm gonna, yeah. Scramble that gun. What did I get? Bone bubble popcorn. Okay, bone bubble popcorn. I want to try something actually. Oh, I can't try that. Look how cute he is. I want to see what the frog looks like with another magazine just stuck to him. Oh my goodness, those bullets are so slow. I mean, both of my bullets are slow. Go frogs! The frogs are kind of useless, honestly. They're just... There's no way to control them. They just hop around and you just kind of hope they deal damage. 75%... I don't know why I'm playing this right now. I've got other work to do, but that's fine. Oh my goodness, that is disturbing. The frog cow... The frog cow gun. Oh goodness. That's not... Ew. Ew. That's gross. Oh goodness. I'm actually very close to getting a full popcorn gun. Ooh, that's cool. Alright, yeah. Frog cow, yeah, it's just... unbelievable. This game is ridiculous. Who's gonna take this game seriously, honestly? Go frogs. Kill him dead. Oh, I can't stand it. They're too funny. Oh, they're too funny. Half frog, half cow wouldn't look too pretty in the real world either. No, it would not. No, it would not. Friend of Hades. Dealing damage equal to at least 50% of an enemy's health in a single hit summons a shade that applies max haunt stacks to nearby enemies. Let's do that. I don't know if I have the damage to do that, but we're going to find out. I would like to have... Ooh, I do have rune slots. Midas Bullet. Let's see if that works. 50% increased bullet range. Do I want that or the Midas Bullet? I think I'll take the Midas Bullet, yeah. Oh, I spawned the shade on the training dummy. Interesting. I don't think I have enough damage to trigger the shade. So I'm going to need to buff my damage somehow. Ooh, there's a shade. Wow, how did I do that? I wonder what I hit that spawned it. Okay, anyway. Lifesteal, that's a good one. Oh wait, I don't have bleeding though. I think I just wasted it. Ooh. Okay, I got my bullet range back. So my frogs are going to be very long-lived here. Ooh, Midas Bullet, look at that. That shade is pretty cool. He's cute too, man. Midas Bullet again, give me the gold. Midas Bullet is actually OP when you've got a ton of bullets being shot. That, I might have to do something about that. Although the Midas Bullet is very rare. So the Midas Bullet, it might be a tad too strong, I don't know. Affected by poison and bleed. I guess I'll do that. I don't have any poison or bleed yet, so... But yeah, this Midas Bullet. Normal enemies have a 0.5% chance on hit to die instantly and explode as gold. So that applies to each bullet, and I'm shooting 4 bullets at once. So that increases the likelihood quite a bit. And if I keep that number of bullets and I get more rune slots and I get more Midas touch, then I can really multiply that out where I could kill enemies practically instantly and also and also I can make a lot of money. Gold barrel. Yeah, let's put that there. Yeah, gold barrel. I get another Midas bullet. So now I have a 1% chance with shooting 3 bullets. And I've got 2 more rune slots as well. So let's do pierce. That's going to give us even more chances. Or is it going to give us more chances? Yeah, it is going to give me more chances. It doesn't say the bullet is limited to only killing 1 enemy. So every enemy that it hits has a 1% chance of just killing it instantly. So that's good. Ooh, and I can do bullet split. Ooh. Oh my goodness. This might be a little bit ridiculous. This might be a little bit ridiculous. I am going to take imaginary friend though. Thank you. Wait. Oh, he's going to summon frogs too. It's going to be a frog apocalypse. Midas bullet. Oh, this might already be broke. I might have already broke the game. I don't know how I'm spawning the shade, honestly. Are my frogs dealing a lot of damage? Oof. Yeah, I don't know how I'm dealing that much damage. I'm not complaining, but I'm just worried if it's broken. Okay. I don't want to change anything. Yeah, I don't know how I was spawning the shade before. I wonder if Midas Bullet triggers the shade. No, I don't think it no, it doesn't. Come on, trigger. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. I wasn't paying attention. Well, that didn't really help me, did it? That was fun. I already broke the game, like, within this first couple waves. Yeah, that's cool. I like that. All right. Anyway. Frog, barrel. I need to give these names in here. Oops. Okay, there are still some things that I need to do, but let's see. Okay, so now I need to do a couple of things. I need to do a bullet impact. So I'm just going to duplicate one of these bullet impacts. Duplicate. Frog impact. This should be relatively easy. Actually, let me think. I don't want this bullet to be... I don't want that to be unshaded. Let me see something. I got to make sure all my shading is proper. So usually the bullets are unshaded, meaning they're not affected by light. But for any bullet that looks like an entity like the skeleton and the frog, I want to make sure that they are... Okay, good. That they are being affected by lighting, because otherwise it just looks out of place. It looks like they're glowing, and that doesn't look right. Okay, so we got the frog impact. Let's see, manage animations. Make unique, make unique, make unique. Okay. This, I actually don't need to make that unique, but I do need the bullet alternate here. And if I play this, boom, 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 boom. So that's our frog death animation. And call this frog impact. And then what I'll do is I'll go to my frog bullet, and I just need to load that frog impact here. All right, let's see what that looks like. So now I should see the frogs when they collide with things, instead of just disappearing, they will turn into that particle and they will look like they're spinning out of control. We'll see. We'll see what it looks like. Gun, frog left. Yes. Now I do want the offset to be in place. So I think what I want is this death scene offset. Let's do -8. Yep, they're just colliding with the terrain and whatnot, and just spinning out of control. Yep. I mean, it's pretty rough, I'm not gonna lie, but it certainly is better than them just disappearing. Okay, so now I need to change the muzzle flash as well. And I don't know exactly what I'm going to do for the muzzle flash. Oh, goodness. I'm having too much fun just launching frogs. I'm having too much fun. I'm sorry. All right. So let's do a muzzle flash. I'm going to duplicate this. Frog muzzle flash. Make all those unique. I don't think I want either of these. Yeah, I don't want either of those. So we'll do out, make unique, recursive. So we're not accidentally editing the moss. Let's do 8 as the amount. Let's do for display, color curves. Let's do a new gradient texture 1D. We'll do 2 colors with the interpolation of constant. And the 2 colors we're going to do are that color and that color. Might be too dark, actually. Yeah, I think that works. Okay, where's my drawing? Drawing, do it by index. Cool. And then my scale here, we'll do a 0.75 min and a 1.5 max. And we can probably turn this down. Cool, and let's turn the spread up as well. All right, well, that should be it. Let me see. Let me see if that looks all right. Yep. Then we'll have some kind of like frog sound. Sweet. What software is this? Godot? Yes, indeed. You know your game will be fun when you're having fun playing it yourself. Yeah, I agree. I'm really actually having a lot of fun with just playing around and goofing off and like hoping to get like that perfect rune or that weapon part that I need. I still have a lot of balancing to do, but because what I really like when there's a lot of gold to loot and stuff on the ground and runes and stuff, and that also just makes the game much more fun because you can build your or get your builds in order easier. So I want to lean into that for sure, but I need to do a bunch of playtesting to make sure that it's feeling good and that the drop rates are good and all that stuff. And I need to feel out how long it's going to take to unlock all the upgrades and make tweaks to that as necessary. So getting down to crunch time now. I'm still trying to have all the content done by the end of this month, and then spend February basically playtesting and marketing. But we'll see. Like I said before, I will extend the deadline if I feel it's necessary, but I do want to get Gunforged out the door. It doesn't look like Godot. Yeah, no, it is. It is. I just changed some colors, that's all. Okay. The last thing that I want to do is regenerate that pre-compile list because I've added a ton of stuff with respect to particles and whatnot. So I've got a couple of things added here. Yeah. Cool. Add frog impact and muzzle flash. Okay. Let's see. So I've got that. Oh no, I'm not done with this. I need to make an icon for that, so I'll go ahead and do that. Frog gun is not done either because I need to add sound effects. Should be relatively simple. But I just need to make an icon for this, and then I want to work on these couple passives here. We'll see how long it takes, but bullet pierce and skeleton bullets. Oh, I want to try adding glow to gold as well. Yeah. Anyway, so I'm going to take a quick break, go get a refill on my water since it's almost gone. And yeah, let's see. What was I going to say? Yeah, I'm going to take a quick break. Check out the links in the description below. Those are all the ways that you can support me. You can see the banner just popped up at the very top up there. Get my 2D Survivors style game course for Godot 4. That's a great way to support me and to learn how to create a game in the Godot engine. I also have a C# course, which has been popping up on the banners as well. So yeah, check those out in the description below. Give me 2 minutes and I'll be right back. And then we'll continue on with this Sunday Fun Day stream. All right, I'm back. Okay, so what are we gonna do? You gave me earlier you gave me tips on limiting the canvas and colors to start learning pixel art, right? Yes, I did. Yeah, did you have a question about that, or would you like me to elaborate on anything there? Those were some great games. Oh, the games in my little pause scene. All those games are available on my itch.io page right now, so that's also linked in the description, I think. So if you are interested in trying any of those games that I played during the intermission, you can do so right now. All right, let's do this. Increase bullet damage by 1% per gold held. So let's go ahead and do that. That is a passive. So passive, create new resource, player passive resource. What do I want to call this? What do I want to call this? Hoarder. We'll call it hoarder. That's right. Deal 1% increased bullet damage per 1 gold in your possession. Oops. Did I spell possession right? No, it's 2 S's, right? It's 2 S's in both cases. Or no? Yeah. It just looks weird for some reason. Possession, okay. Is available in demo? No. Max stacks 1. Cooldown time, not relevant. Loot weight, let's bump it down slightly. Yeah, maybe 9 or maybe 8. 9 is fine. Again, I'm just kind of like these loot weights, so all of my loot tables are weighted tables, which means that there are things that are more common than other items in the loot table depending on the weight. And I kind of normalized everything around the weight of 10, which makes it a lot easier to reason about, right? Because you could say, well, if a normal item in the loot table has a weight of 10, then if I want something to be just a little bit less common, I can knock it down by 1 or 2 points, right? If I want it to be half as common, I can knock it down to 5 points. If I want it to be really rare, I can go down to like 1 or 2. But then on the flip side, I can also say, I want this one to actually appear more frequently, so maybe I'll do 15 instead, or 20, right? So I think, just figure out, that would be my advice if you're going to use a loot table, at least the way that I've reasoned about it is like, find a weight that is just kind of like the default weight for everything, and make it like either 10 or 100, depending on how much resolution you need, and then you can knock it down or up, depending on the item that you're dealing with. You can't really think, because the loot tables have an indefinite number of items in them, each with different weights. It becomes really hard to reason about loot tables if you try to think about it in terms of percentages, at least in my experience. Because if you want to think about it in terms of percentages, you got to either convert between the total loot weight of the table, or make sure that the loot weight adds up to something like 100 or 1,000. And I just think it's easier to say, this is the default loot weight, which means that this is going to be like definitionally kind of like the median item, and then adjust based on that base weight, if that makes sense. Anyway, random tangent aside. So we got hoarder, so I got to create the passive now. Scenes, component, passive, hoarder, passive. This is going to be very simple. I don't need that scene. Don't need this. Game events dot instance dot connect game events dot signal name dot player prefire event. Callable dot from player prefire event on player prefire. Private void on player prefire. Player prefire event. Player prefire event dot dot gun stats dot bullet damage percent modifier plus equals this dot get player dot gold manager dot current gold times 0.01f. And this, oh, I did this wrong. I need to default this to 0 if that's not present. Okay, so it's going to go to the gold manager, see how much is the current gold at the time of creating the bullet, and then multiply that gold count by 0.01 and add that to the bullet damage percent modifier. So that means if I have 100 gold, I should get increased bullet damage of 100%. I tried Obsidian today and it is hard. Should I continue using Notion? I would say that whatever tool you use is entirely up to how comfortable you are with it. If I were to choose between two tools, one tool that was recommended to me by a friend or someone on YouTube, and another tool which I am very familiar with and very proficient with, I would stick with the tool that I'm proficient with. There's no right or wrong way to use these tools. They all appeal to different people in different ways, and I think it's just a matter of finding what workflow is most efficient for your purposes and sticking with that. Now, I switched to Obsidian because I wasn't working very efficiently with other note-taking apps. I personally found Notion to be like super overwhelming in terms of like just the amount of features, and it felt like I couldn't click anywhere without accidentally doing something, and it was too much for me. So Obsidian is like much simpler for my purposes. Have you ever tried to make games from scratch, meaning just language and some rendering library? I've been experimenting with Odin plus Raylib today and had a really nice time. I mean, I did some of that mostly for college classes. I'm a technical person, but I'm not the kind of person that wants to spend a bunch of time writing boilerplate code. And I know that there's interesting like challenges that come up and you have a lot more control over how you're architecting the code, but I mostly just want to focus on the process of making the game, and I want to start from a position where all of the basics and fundamentals have been handled for me, even if that goes into like being opinionated like a game dev or a game engine is, right? Like if you use game engines, they want you to build the game in a certain way because that's how they're, corralling their features for you. So, but yeah, I don't personally enjoy the process of going like bare bones like that. But again, this is all personal preference stuff. This is not me saying there's a right or wrong way to do it. So I think this is going to work. Yeah, I think this is going to work. So I'm just going to go ahead and try this. How many passives do we got? I've got a lot of passives in the game now, actually. I think Gunforge is going to release with a very good amount of content, very healthy amount. I was kind of worried. I was like, there was a period of time where I was running out of ideas with Gunforge, and I was like, oh, have I really exhausted everything that I could do with this game? And it's like, no, of course not. I got skeletons now, I got frogs now, I've got gold bars that turn people into piles of gold. It's very nice. Okay, what was I doing? Right. So let's see how much damage I do. So 4 damage with a single shotgun shot. So I should do 8 damage if I add 100 gold. And add passive hoarder. Oh yeah, 8. Oh, I have a critical chance. I did a critical damage. That's why I was like, what? 8 damage, look at that. So that's working great. I do want to add deal 1%. I want to add a current bonus line in there. Okay. Public override string get current bonus text format. I forgot how to do this. How is it that I'm forgetting how to do this every time? Let's call it current. We'll just keep it as current bonus. That's fine. Congrats on hitting 20K, man. That's huge. Hit the thumbs up, y'all. Thank you, Super Rad Maker. 20,000 subscribers. That's quite a bit. That's quite a bit. Thank you all for your support. Thank you all for being here. It's real nice. It's real nice. Current bonus 100. Add gold 53. Current bonus 153%. Cool. I mean, the gold amount is going to be down here, so that wasn't really necessary, but I might as well make it consistent with the other passives that track a current bonus. So the idea is that this passive in combination with the Midas Touch is going to give you lots and lots of gold, and it's just going to ramp up your damage. But if you are tempted to buy something from the shop, then you're going to have to sacrifice some of your damage as well. So that's kind of the idea. We'll see how well it works in practice. I might have to bump that down to like 0.5% per gold in your possession, just so that it's a little bit more balanced. But those are things that I'll have to play test, because that's largely just going to be a free damage bonus. But again, we'll see how it goes. I could make that rarer too. I guess that doesn't need to be so common. Let's see, hoarder. Yeah, let's make it 7 instead of 9. Just knock it down a tad. Okay, that's basically it. Add hoarder passive. I don't need to do any icons or anything for these, so done. Add glow to gold. That is something that I want to do for sure. Increase, oh wait, yeah, I need to make that icon. Let's do that before I forget. And I'm actually gonna cheat. Don't tell anyone. But I'm gonna cheat. I'm just gonna copy this. Open up the runeicons.a sprite. I'm just going to directly copy and paste that asset. Work smarter, not harder. I do need to see how this looks, though, with the reference. Oh, it's not very visible, is it? It's this color right here is not super visible. So what I'll do, make this contiguous, increase that color, do that. Yep. So I needed to change the colors a little bit. That's all right. That's all right. Does that look like a frog leg? I feel like it's all right, but now I'm kind of like, well, I guess it was fine. I saw frog gun in the title and immediately clicked. I'll show you the frog title real quick. Hello, Rin. Welcome back to the stream. Great to see you. Yeah, I'll show you the what you call it. Let me go ahead and add that. Or it's just called range. Yeah. Range. copy this, paste it there, edit region. Oops, I did that wrong. I have to make this unique first so it doesn't update my popcorn on accident. Okay, is this correct? Yes, okay. All right, let's see the frog gun. I'll show you, your cheesy creator. I will show you. Okay, add gun frog left. So now we've got the leapfrog, 50% increased bullet range. There's the frogs. It's the same leg, just recolored. I think that's saves me time, you know? I'm back. I watched your video, but where's the part 2? No, there hasn't been a part 2 yet. I have a lot on my plate at the moment. That's amazing. Yeah, glad you like it. Yeah, you too, Rin. Yeah, I'm really happy with how the frogs turned out. Okay. Add icon to leapfrog affix. Again, that was super easy, so we're just blowing through these things. Make the icon, boom, done. Oops. All right, add glow to gold. I do want to see what this looks like. Because the gold is still a little bit hard to see, especially when it's in the bag. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go instantiate child scene. Additive light 2D. We're going to change the color here. Material. Nope, not that. Visibility. Yes, this here. We're going to do gold. Or do I want to do yellow like that? No, gold like that. And then take it down a notch. And then put this probably transition. Yeah, so we probably want to put this additive light 2D up here. Like so. But I probably want to make this I probably want to transition. Yeah, so what I want to do is I probably want to take the scale here. Go to my reset. Make the scale 0 by default. So it doesn't appear, and then when I go to transition, I can scale it in. So we'll start at 0. Actually, we'll just do this. 1, 1. Okay. So we're going to transition and we'll open that up and then it will switch into the idle here. Should I move the additive light 2D with it? Probably should, huh? So let's do the position here. Transform position. Boom, boom. And these go up what? These go up 4 pixels. So negative 18 here. Reset, so it'll go into the transition, boom, and then right into idle. Okay, we will see what that looks like as I kill some things. That's a great video. By the way, did you make any other pixel art tips tutorials? No, that was the first one. That was the first one. So if you want more, then I shall make more, I guess. I don't know. I can't make that promise. There's so much stuff that I need to do. I just have... Oh, there's... The thing that I'm learning about this, like trying to get a game out within a reasonable amount of time and make money from it, is that you have to be ruthless with what you spend your time on. And unfortunately, the YouTube content is somewhat suffering because I'm monomaniacally focused on this. That's why I do the live streams, though, because it's kind of like quote-unquote free content, you know? But it's also just fun to hang out and get your ideas and everything. Hello, Jack. Welcome back to the stream. Cute frogs, thank you, thank you. Hello, Addon Ton. What's up? Are toads considered cute frogs, warts and all? Yeah, probably. It probably is the case. Cute frogs. So gun frog left. What was I gonna test? Oh, I was gonna test the gold glow, yeah. Look at those frogs. Alright, let's go into the level. I will I'll test some frogs here. While I'm checking on the gold to see what the gold looks like with the glow. Oh, there we go. What do we think? Is that glow too much? Should I tone it down a little bit? Well, first of all, do you even like the glow? If you like the glow, let me know if you think I should turn it down. Or if you think that's a good brightness. I'm trying to make the gold as visible as possible. So I added like particles to it, but I'm going to make it glow a little bit just to make it stand out. Friend of Hades again. Bloop. Oh, that is disturbing. We've got a necromancer arm with a frog leg and a frog head. Very nice, very nice. Oh, ew. That's gross. There's the shade, though. The shade is pretty cool. Wow, I'm doing damage. Why am I doing so much damage? I guess the rats are just kind of like weak. These rat guys. I think they're kind of cute, like bulldogs or sphinx cats. Yeah, true. I mean, I think bulldogs are like really ugly. No offense to anyone who's got a bulldog. My opinion does not lessen the value of your pet, but I think that they're just ugh. But people feel the same way about sphinx cats, so after the game, some more vids before the next game. Whole spiral that myself at the moment. Oh yeah. No, I do have like a ton of just fun things that I want to do after the release of Gunforge, a couple of fun videos. It's all going to depend on how Gunforge performs really in terms of financially. That will kind of determine what I do. I may, if Gunforge doesn't perform as expected, then I may just make another Udemy course or update one of my old ones and make some videos alongside that, so I'm excited to play with the skeletons and the frogs, my son, and I played the... Oh no! We lost, the message got lost in transit. I love your layout for the obsidian board. Thank you, Axel. I have a little idea to add a pet that follows the player like in Among Us. This is just an idea. I always liked when you could get like little pets that follow you, whether they're functional or not. I do have... There's a passive in the game called Loot Goblin, which gives you a little goblin, and his whole entire point is that he goes around and he collects gold and whatnot for you. Bulldogs are so slobbery, yeah. The gold looks cool. I'd make the glow a little smaller. I think I agree. So I'm gonna, maybe not smaller, but I'm gonna try toning it down a little bit first. And I also might... Yeah, let me try that. Maybe I won't have the gold. I'm not... The problem is it's hard to see the gold bags that are on the ground. And the gold bags are just clumps of gold that are like 5 gold at once. What am I doing? Oh yeah, we're going back to the frog gun. Yeah, I think that looks much better. The glow is a little bit less intense here. I think that looks good. Thunderstorm. Yep, better. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Let's do this one. Well, might as well just do a little play test here. I'm kind of cheating by starting with the frog gun, but we might as well give it a shot. I'm really curious to see how these new affixes work together. Like if I get the leapfrog affix. Go frogs. Go. Go frogs. Look at that. Wow. Animation is so good. Thank you. There's a loot goblin. Oh, but hail to fire. I don't have any fire right now, so I'll take the loot goblin. Ooh, frog magazine. That's an upgrade. Boom. What I really need is like increase the number of... Yes, right here. Boom. Look at this. So I'm going to shoot 3 frogs at once. Oh, and they're super fast too. Oh, goodness. I might need to change the gravity depending on how fast it is. Like make the gravity relational, because it doesn't really look like they're jumping anymore because they're moving so fast. I need to increase the gravity based on the speed, but it looks all right still. But anyway, Plague of Frogs. Let's go. Worm magazine. Yes. Okay. Go. Frogs don't have any, like I don't have a shoot sound for the frog yet, so. Go frogs, this is so ridiculous. So many of them. Ooh, well, increased health, I'll take it. Free health upgrade. Let's take, yeah, increased stamina. Let's do that there. Well, I actually... Well... Yeah, I liked that better. I don't want to replace my frog magazine. What does that look like? Ooh. That's not cool. Okay, we're going to put that back. That's just so disturbing. All right, anyway. Ow. Drop your gold. Oof. Weaving. Sounds of gooey frog jumps like they're sticking to glass. Yeah. That could work for sure. Dodgeball, hail to fire. I still don't... Might as well take that, just in case I get fire. Well, look at that. Boom. I said boom. So now I've got fire. Okay. Crystal magazine. Rune slots. Oh, but this gives me bullet split. Yes. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? Add rune icon to gun part tooltip. I think that's going to be a lot nicer. So what I mean by that is when I hover over this, instead of having just a raw description there, make it more like show the icon right there in that section underneath the title. I'm pointing to my screen as if you can see what I'm pointing at, but yeah, I think you get it. I don't want popcorn. Bullet ricochet though, yes. And oil, yes. Let's see what happens. Is the ricochet not working? Bullets ricochet one additional time. I don't think the ricochet is working with the frog, so I'm gonna have to figure that one out. Maybe we'll spend some time on that. Why would that not be working? Oh, right. Why wouldn't that be working? Okay, I'll just make a note of that and we'll fix that in just a second here. That's kind of unfortunate. So let's see. Ricochet doesn't work with frog bullets. We'll put that at the top. I was super excited about that because with the frogs having a bunch of range and then also being able to ricochet off the wall, which means that I could just fill the room with them. They would bounce off, but they're not bouncing off. So that ricochet is not working. So I'll put it on the that gun instead. So the worms can ricochet. One thing that I'm going to do as well. Worm bullet. I want to get rid of this material light unshaded clear. I don't want that on there. Okay. Cool. Oh, check out the shop. Why not? I can still drag and drop. I gotta figure out this UI still. There's a lot of problems with the UI, but it's getting there. Slowly but surely. Duplicates the effect of the first non-innate rune. If I had ricochet, I'd do that, but bullet split though. Yeah, bullet split. Yep. I don't have enough for copycat. Oh, their tooltips don't work here either. Okay. We're collecting a bunch of bugs that need to be addressed. It's all right. I think what I'd want is just this. Yeah, just make this tooltip a part of this scene here. So everywhere that I'm using it, it will just work. Oh, but the tooltip needs to behave differently on this screen. That should be fine. But yeah, there should be tooltips here so I can see what's going on. Okay, we're collecting some things. Looks like they're just respawning as soon as they hit the wall. I saw one ricochet correctly. Oh, is that true? I mean, they do have like a death effect, which is just them dying. Ooh, meteors. Did you see those? Oh, right. So the meteors are cool because, again, if the meteors kill an enemy, it summons another meteor. So you can get a whole chain of meteors coming. Increase stamina, zap. Yeah, let's do stamina. Did you stop the worm bullets traversing the voids? I have not done that yet. I know how to fix it. I haven't done it. I have it written down in the backlog to handle. Try shooting while standing right up next to the wall with a ricochet. Create a scorpion-themed weapon and the effect of the weapon is to poison the enemy. Yep, I could do that. Yeah, I don't know why they're not ricocheting. My guess is that their velocity is not being modified properly because I'm doing a bunch of stuff like with the velocity manipulation for the frogs. So I just got to make sure that the ricochet works. Oh wait, I don't even have ricochet on there anymore. Oops, hold on. Okay, yeah, so they do ricochet properly when I'm like right here. Right, okay. So yeah, there's something happening like mid-leap that is preventing that from happening. kind of complicated the way that these bullets work. I wonder if it's just not being offset enough. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to check that out. Certainly not working, so. Oh, I didn't even check. Whoops. Did I even do any upgrades? I don't think I did. Oh well. Oh well. Go frogs! I wasn't even checking the bullet split. Wait, is this is working, right? Oh yeah, look at that. Go frogs! Oh, it's so funny. Okay, quickness, robust. Yeah, let's do quickness. Oh, that's not really that big of an upgrade, actually. Haunt! Oh, man. Yeah, let's do Haunt. We're gonna have frogs applying Haunt. I lose a rune slot. That's a big DPS increase, though. Let's, no, I need the fire, though. I need fire still. That's going to replace my fire. Okay. Well, I guess I'll keep what I've got. I could reroll. I'm not really in desperate need of anything, so I guess I'll just stay satisfied, I suppose. Frog 1k damage, yeah. So now I got the frogs applying Haunt. Go. Yes. Oh, I forgot I have a loot goblin. Goodness. Gold is much more visible. Yeah, I'm liking how it's looking. I'm very much liking it. Do I have shock? I don't have anything that shocks. Oops. Well, I guess I just took whatever that one was. What was it? Oh, Blazing Trails. Oh yeah, I still gotta update that visual. Necromancer Barrel. Speed goes way down. Number of bullets goes way down. Shock grenade. I don't have any room for any of this stuff. Increased stamina. Look at that. I might take the Gym Rat passive if I get presented it. Ouch. Oof. I'm about to die. I was just testing my fire dash trail interaction with the meteor, making sure that any stack of fire applied to an enemy anywhere contributes to that passive. Oof. I am in a bad spot. No, 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 get away from me. What was the first game you made when you were just learning how to make games? I distinctly remember the first game that I made. I made it in Game Maker like 7 or 8 or something. And it was just like a really dumb, like you controlled a little teddy bear and shoot little orbs. And that teddy bear could like shoot orbs and kill ghosts. That was the very first game I basically made. Like real kind of visual game. And I made a bunch of... I actually have a video that I made a while ago where I go over a lot of the early games that I made. One of them was called Crafty Zombies, and it was basically like a day-night cycle zombie defense game where you could build up your defenses, and then when nightfall came, like all the zombies would come, and so you'd basically just be inside your house with like automated turrets and like your own guns, and you'd be killing the zombies. I actually want to do a video in the future where I remake that game with the new art skills and the new game design knowledge I have, and spend like a week making it in Godot and see how much better I can make it, because it was one of my first games, so it's not great, but I think that the idea is really fun, where it's like you've got a day-night cycle, you kill a bunch of zombies, you spend whatever resources you have on upgrading your fort that you're using to defend zombies. It's kind of like a classic like tower defense, but with the element of like you actually control a character and you build the defenses. Like it's like a Minecraft or a Terraria style where you place it like block by block. Hello, Defected. Welcome back to the stream. Great to see you again. Ooh, gold magazine. Midas Bullet. Normal enemies have a 0.5% chance on hit to die instantly and explode as gold. Do I want to forsake my bleeding for that? I think so. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I can't give up my frog magazine. Okay. Do I think there will be any new updates for the demo? Yeah, so I think once I'm done adding all the content to the game, refining how the game should feel and everything, I will update the demo ahead of the release of the game and before I start my new marketing effort, so that the demo is as representative of the final game as possible. So there's actually a lot of systems that have been added to Gunforge since the newest demo release that I need to put into the demo, but I'm just going to kind of hold off on that until I'm done with the content and I've play tested it a little bit. Then when I'm satisfied with how the game is feeling and how much, you know, how the game, just how the game is feeling, then I will update the demo on Steam so that it matches like the final version of the game. First game I made was about a cat that shoots orbs at octopuses. Yeah, it's a very common like little twin stick shooter thing. That's nice content, yeah. I'm looking forward to the drag and drop system for selecting the weapons. I believe it's a great quality of life improvement. Yeah, and I still have some improvements to make there as well. There's some oddities, so I just need to... I have a lot of work to do. I got a lot of work to do. But we're having fun. I want to see someone explode with a Midas bullet. Come on. I've only got like a 0.5% chance of that happening, but... Soul Sucker, poison and bleed. I don't have poison. Robust. Might as well just do blazing trails. Blood torrent. Okay. Okay. I don't have a lot of DPS right now, so this might be a little bit of a prolonged fight. The cool thing is that the Midas touch works on the boss summons. So I could theoretically sit here and farm the mobs all day for a lot of gold. Might have to change that, but we'll see if it becomes a problem before you fix it. I need to make the bosses explode into gold and stuff too. Remake first game you make. I will wait for that content. Yeah. I think it's a good idea. Feel free, anyone, to steal that idea. I think it's not something I've seen a lot of game developers do, but I think it would be really fun. I've seen a lot of devlogs where it's like, what does 3 years of game development look like? And those are fine and those are interesting, but I think a really stark comparison would be, here's video of my first game that I ever made, and then like, here's me remaking it in a week, you know? Gotta take the imaginary friend. Just gotta. There's no other option. There was literally no other option on that screen right there. Ricochet? Do I want Ricochet anymore? I don't think I want Ricochet anymore. I think I'm gonna put Magma. Yeah. Just get some extra AoE damage with the fireballs and whatnot. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Ooh, Midas Bullet just triggered, yes. This is nuts. Give me that Midas Bullet again. No, another one. Maybe I might have to put an internal cooldown on that. I don't know. We'll see. Berserk. Oh, another Berserk one. Okay. 150% bonus. Blazing Trail, Surgeon, Quickness. Take Quickness. Oh, I could work my way to... Yeah, I could work my way to set bonus for this dragon gun. Let's see. Let's add another stack of fire and another stack of fire. Oh, I'm going to be calling down meteors so fast. Okay, wait a second. Reroll. I don't want to spend all my money, but there it is. Oh, but the DPS. Actually, it's fine. Boom, even more rune slots. Boom. Boom. And I've got Ricochet too. Sweet. I'm adding so many fire stacks. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm applying full fire stacks per hit, and I only need to do 30 fire stacks for the Hail to Fire here. So that means what? Every 6 shots, I'm summoning a meteor. Oh my goodness. This is going to be wonderful. Yes. This is about to be ridiculous. Oh, I don't have the Midas Bullet though anymore. I don't. Okay. I forsook my gold. Oof. Look at all those freaking meteors. Oh man, that's fun. I'm still taking damage though. Go frogs. How many frames did you use for the animation? I do the animations in Engine, so the animations are all... I don't draw frames for my animations. Literally everything in the game, every entity is a static sprite, and if I animate it, I just use the Engine animator and keyframes, and just animate the rotations and scales mostly. So yeah. So the entities and whatnot, they're just little sprite cutouts basically. Glass Cannon, set max health to 1, increase stamina by 3. No, but I am going to do Friend of Hades. Dealing damage equal to at least 50% of enemy's health. Yeah. I should rename that. Not rename that, reword that. Shade. Dealing bullet damage. Should say bullet damage to disambiguate it, because like, you could read that as well. Damage from any source could change it, but that's not the case. Do I want to get rid of bullet split? It's a big DPS increase, so I might as well. That is so weird looking. Oh my goodness. Anyway, do I dare do this? Blood Brothers, yes. Do I have bleed? I do have bleed. A totem? I might as well put totem there. Or haunt again. I don't think I'm really getting that much use out of that ricochet, so I'm going to put haunt on here instead. Oops. Yeah. Okay. Love the busy feel it now has. Yeah. Grilled frog. Yeah, the busy feel, like, there's a lot more to do during the wave rather than just, like, dodge things. Like, there's a lot more runes dropping, there's a lot more gold dropping, so you definitely want to be hunting those things. I think what I'm going to do is the loot goblin kind of trivializes it, so you basically can just run around and dodge. So I think I'm going to nerf the loot goblin a little bit. I'm going to decrease the rate at which he can pick things up, and I also might make it so that he can only pick up gold, but you still need to go and pick up runes and health. So he'll grab gold for you, but then you're still responsible for, like, the critical things. Lots more reason to go in the middle, yeah. Yeah, thank you to everyone who left feedback to that effect. Everyone, there was a lot of people who said it was just too easy to run around the outsides of the dungeon. And so the way to fixing that was kind of a roundabout way, but I think it's a really good example of how, like, all these systems work together, right? So instead of changing the shape of the arena or making the enemies more difficult, all I did was I just increased the amount of loot that drops during the wave, like gold and runes and health and stuff. And those things drop generally in the vicinity of where the enemy dies. So, and they're very short-lived. So if you want those things, you have to go in and do that. That was present in the game before, but they weren't dropping at the rate that they are dropping now. And so, yeah, that was basically my way of fixing that issue. And I think it actually worked. So very happy with that. Robust thunderstorm. Tag your it. You know what? I may take... Yeah, let's just do tag your it. That's fine. Oh, I've got copycat. Fire rate increases as magazine depletes. There's so much going on. Oh my goodness. Oop, I almost died. I wonder, how did that... Interesting, okay. Oh my gosh. I'm getting sloppy. Berserk, Blazing Trails, Secret Service. Might as well do Berserk again. Oh gosh. I don't want to give up. I've been holding onto my frog magazine this whole time. I want to keep my frogs. What's up here? Greaseball Berserk ×4 dodgeball. Nope. No thank you. There are many enemies and also frogs, of course, yeah. And I've got blood brothers. I don't know if you can see the blood golems spawning and running around and killing things. This is basically a minion build. Now, if I had a skeleton gun, or the necromancer gun, I'd have frogs and skeletons and blood golems, and I also have got a phantom gun, and I've got a loot goblin following me. I could have had a Secret Service agent too. Just go minion run every time. Oof. Ow. Nice. Ooh, prize wheel. We can do some gambling. Surgeon, combustion. Take blazing trails. Give me some good passives, game. Come on. Oh, there's a lot in here. Do I want any of these? Let's see. No. I don't even need to loot those. Oh, more gold. Thank you. Oh, he doesn't pathfind around that. That's awkward. Oh. Got a rune. Could you have both frogs and skeletons on one gun? No, unfortunately cannot, because the type of bullet that you shoot comes from the magazine. And so, yeah, it's just, you can't have more than one magazine per gun. So you have to choose, but you can have a gun with frog and a gun with skeleton, like I said. Finally caught a live stream. What's up, O'Doyle? Thank you, appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. Gambling is fun, but not if you lose, yeah. I'm down quite a bit of money. The house always wins. Okay, I'm gonna give it a couple more spins and I'll be done. I want to hit that big... Oh, I want to hit the purple one. If I hit that purple slice, I get like 100 gold or something, but... A passive? Beefy. Okay, well, I can't really say that I wanted that passive, but I think I have enough movement speed to make that up, so... Okay, one more spin. Another rune. Alright. Well, let's see. Did I get anything good here? No. We'll just let all those get sold, I suppose. Ooh, there's the shade. Yikes. I was thinking of bone frogs if you got both. Oh, yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, change the visuals of the gun based on what you've got, but no. What if gambling there's a chance to kill the player? You know what? I thought about that, but then I was like, nah, you don't really want to do that kind of thing, right? Because if you have a really good run going on and it just ends because you got unlucky, yeah. I thought about it, but I was ultimately like, no, the worst case should be you just lose your 20 gold. Another prize wheel? All right, it wants me to gamble. It wants me to gamble. You get beefy from a random passive events a lot. Yeah, I do. Oh, I just got another increased health. Wow. What's my current berserk damage bonus? 675%. Oh, goodness. Yes, here we go. 100 gold. All right. Okay. Ooh, gym rat. Set health to 0. Stamina is used as health instead and regenerates 100% slower. Yes. So now I have 0 health, which means, but I kept my max health. I have a 1575% damage increase now. And every time I dash, I trigger Blood Torrent, which deals 100% DPS of my weakest gun as damage. So, and it regenerates. So as my stamina regenerates, I get health back. Let's go. This is the build right here. I'm just gonna blow through everything immediately. Don't even care if I take damage. Getting a lot of health globes too. I really don't like games that have an unfair effect just for the sake of it and you have no control over it. Yeah. Add that up with a 1 in 100 chance on the hand, you're lucky. On the other hand, you're unlucky, you know what I mean? Yeah. You still play games with Hexam? Not really, no. I mean, occasionally, but no. Beefy times 2? I have to do it. You know I have to do it. What's my bonus now? 2,000%. Oh my gosh. Robust. Oh, that's fine. Okay. I'm actually very slow now, so I hope this doesn't mess everything up. All of this because the prize wheel forced the beefy passive upon me. I'm just not gonna dash. Keep testing any get over games for you. Yeah, occasionally, yeah. How are you alive with no hearts? That's the passive that I have, which converts my stamina. My stamina pool becomes what I use for health. So that's, what is it called? Gym Rat. Set health to 0, stamina is used as health instead, and regenerates 100% slower. So yeah, so basically my stamina is my health pool now. But I can still increase my max health. Look at this, like this, boom. I just increased my max health by 1, and every time I do that, because my health is set at 0, Berserk keeps going up, because this does increase damage based on how much missing health you have. And right now I have whatever that is, 10 missing health or something. So it's just like totally broken. Absolutely. All right, are we gonna get rid of the frog stuff? Because I could do bubbles now. I don't know. I like the. I gotta stick with the frog. I have to. What do you have for sale? Nothing good, I bet. I don't want to give up my set bonus here either. So broken skill. Yeah. I mean, I might have to. I haven't done much playtesting yet to see how everything works together. So I may have to nerf this passive and maybe Berserk a little bit as well. I may nerf Berserk by just reducing the number of stacks that it can stack to, because the only reason it's so high is because I have 3 of them. But if I only limited it to 2, that would be a pretty significant nerf. I could also decrease the stamina regen rate even further for my Gym Rat passive. Or I could even make it that it interrupts or stops the currently regenerating stamina when you take damage. But I think I'd rather just like turn it down or make it slower regen. That's not going to be useful. That's I'm not really dashing that much, but I'll take this. Okay, I think this is the final wave, so we'll just go ahead and bloop. Oh yeah, this is a lot of damage. I wonder why it's not showing the little yellow bar behind it. Now it is. I wonder why that doesn't happen sometimes. Goodbye. All right, 472 gold, not bad. Let's see, damage dealt 252,000. I took 46 damage, healed 45. 14,000 bullets fired. 1,500 enemies killed. Very nice. Broken skill, yeah. A weekend stream, yes indeed, Christopher. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Did planning adding character skins, something like that? I was originally planning to have like multiple playable characters, but that's not going to happen for the release. It'll just be one character, one skin. I know people typically like to get different visual stuff, but I need to get the game out. But it's not out of the realm of possibility for a future update. What's the math on regenerates 100% slower? How does that not just take it to 0 regen? So it takes the time that it typically takes to regenerate, let's call it 2 seconds, and it makes it 4 seconds. So it's all based on like what is the base regeneration time, and then whatever percentages are added or subtracted from that is how it gets multiplied out. I'm toying with GDScript for a plugin to handle some player input. It's somewhat similar to TypeScript, but I'd prefer if it had C# type declaration because it's a little verbose. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, what was I doing? Don't remember. Oh yeah. Minor tweaks. In that game, there's a skill to come back to life if you die. No, not yet. I was thinking about that, but I'm kind of waffling on that a little bit because I have a lot of health-related passives, and it's already quite easy to sustain with like health regen and whatnot, so I'm not sure if I want to add that, but it's kind of up in the air, like I said. Long fingers. Loot items stay on the ground longer. Increases base health by 1. Encounters appear 33% more frequently. How does that work? Oh, I see. Oh, I see. Okay, that's cool. So basically that encounter table just reduces the chance that there will be no encounter. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Maybe there are players who take full damage skills. They only need that one skill. Yeah. Cool. All right. Well, that's going to be it for the stream today. Little bonus weekend stream. Got a lot done. Let me see if I can move anything over. Yeah, add glow to gold. I got some other stuff to do still, but I will handle those probably later today. But that's it for the stream for now. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for your support. Very much appreciate it. You can check out all the ways to support me in the links in the description below, including you could purchase one of my Udemy courses if you want to learn how to make a complete game in the Godot engine using either GDScript or C#. I have a course for both. That's a great way to support me, and it's a great way to kickstart your Godot learning if that's something you're interested in. Otherwise, you can, subscribe to the channel, watch the other videos, all that good stuff, and of course, wishlist Gunforged. Again, all of that is linked below. Thank you all again for joining. Very much appreciate it. Thank you to all the people watching live, and also the lurkers, and also you there watching the VOD. Very much appreciate it. And yeah, we'll be back at the stream tomorrow morning. So I will see you then. All right. Bye-bye.